What up, though? What's good? Man, y'all don't know about these. Oh, I get these over at the Dollar Tree. And so if you just need a little taste, like, a little treat, man, and you can sneak these up in the movie theaters. Woo! Got a nice little sour taste. What up, though? Bam. Bam. All right. What up, though? Yeah, man. Yeah. What up, though, Soul Bro? So, bro, I just mentioned you, earlier? I think I was talking, me and Brandon. I was talking to Brandon, and I like, shoot, Soul Bro, no? He'll tell you. We're just having a little discussion. Nothing negative. Just a little discussion. Which Brandon is going to be my special guest shortly. I'm gonna send it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send him the link. That way he'll be able to jump on. But we was just kicking in the background. Some things jumped off. Something that I always tell y'all to do. So I'm glad he listened and he followed through. So that's always a good thing. And we just gonna have a normal discussion. I was gonna talk about another device today. But I reached out to a fellow YouTube creator. I don't really think he's been on anyone's platform that I know of in this cord cutting. But I'm going to see if he reaches back out to me. And he might have reached out to me. Let me see. He might have reached out to me. But I did send him an email. And hopefully he respond. He do drop occasionally, like maybe about 3 to 6 videos. I'm gonna say 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 6 videos a week. But I'm gonna just see. I'm gonna give him a couple days, and if he don't respond, then I'll go ahead. But he's heavily invested in this device, and so I will get him. Hopefully, I get him to come on and we can do a collab together. I don't know if he do lives or not. Maybe he don't do lives. I don't know, but ain't nothing wrong with asking, right? Really, when you see a guy, his expertise, even though I know it as well, but this is what he do. He always do it on this particular device. So, and I'm gonna just reach out to him and hopefully he respond back. I left a nice email also with my YouTube channel. That way, when he get to it, he can click on it and he can see that it's a real person. So shout out to him. And then we'll talk about it. So we're gonna have Brandon come on. But before I do that, guys, I got to show some love, man. I got to show some love. All right. I don't do this as much as I should. And again, that's shame on me. Shame on me. But there are 2 channels, and let me do this but us, because I don't consider myself super duper. I just believe we all learn from each other. But for individuals who want to join the platform, let me do this. Let me share my screen. All right. We have 2 channels, all right, streaming outside the lines. And we also have a group called DST. We done had this maybe about 4 years, 3-4 years. And then we also have Streaming Outside the Lines. Both of these right here, where we discuss many topics. Some of y'all, I put this out yesterday. Don't forget, depending on your coast time, I'm Eastern Standard Time, but right around 10 o'clock, the prelims for this mega fight will happen. All right. They said it must going to be about 100 fights because they said the main event going to start roughly around 5:50, almost 6 o'clock here locally. But just know that, and these are things we share. Not only that, we got Miss Billy be posting. We got Huff that be posting, just trying to help the community out. All right. Of course, I post and things like that. So you see a lot of this where we share different news, events like Lenny. A lot of Eugene, shout out to Eugene. So a lot of people give input. The URL King Donald, y'all know him. So this is just another platform that we use to actually help each other. You got some questions, we help each other. That's what it's about. Also with Streaming Outside the Lines, we do the same thing. Shout out to Kenya. Kenyan definitely shows up over here on Streaming Outside the Lines. So he give a lot of details, letting you know what movies release, all of that, and it's pretty good. Huff be over here, Miss Billy be over here. A whole lot of people be over here. But we come over here because a lot of us, what we do, we work. We work, and sometimes, we just need that assistance to see exactly what's going on and stuff like that. And so, depending on who you are, if you're a part of these groups, you can do this as well too. You can put, there's no rules that says you cannot post. And again, that's Streaming Outside the Lines right here. And also DST, Dream Stream Team. And we all part of the Dream Stream team. But I got to give a shout out to one of our members. Shout out to Dean, right? Dean got a Amazon Fire tablet. I'm about to say Fire TV. A Fire tablet that he changed the launcher into the Apple, looking just like the Apple, where he's not getting a bunch of the advertisement. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but shout out to Dean. And this is the creativity that I love, where individuals take the time out and just put it out there and say, look, this is what I've done. For anybody that use an Amazon device, it's full of advertisement. And for him to take it, throw another launcher on here to make it look like the Apple TV is amazing. And it's open source. All right. So you can Google and find out which launcher he used. But I just thought this was neat. He even said he went out and got a on remote, which he probably got, a box, and he paired this remote control to this device. And he clearly states it right here, on remote paired, so I can control everything with the remote. And man, I just think this is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's everything that, when it comes to cord cutting and being different, and teaching at the same time. That's what this is all about. I can't lie to you. So shout out to Dean. I thought this was marvelous. Shout out to Huff. Shout out to Kenyon. Shout out to Miss Billy. Shout out to the URL King Don. And if I miss one of y'all, I apologize. But these are just some of the names that I see that post on a norm. I thought this was amazing. Amazing. So some of y'all can actually go out. Some of y'all already got tablets that you can connect to your television and all of that, and you can plug it in. I think this is good. All right. Good, good, good. And so again, shout out to Dean. I appreciate it. I can't. I just love that. Just being different, not trying to outdo this. Everybody that usually are active on there is really not trying to outdo each other. We're just showing you what we have, what's coming out, how we're presenting. Like Huff. Shout out to Huff, man. Ace TV, man. Listen, Huff on some other damn planet. Some of the stuff I told y'all, this is how you do Huff. You just got to read what he says or watch his video. He's teaching, all right? And you can do the same thing. I even did the same thing on Google Sites just to see if I can do it. And yes, I was successful. Huff always thinks outside the box. Just like on here, if I'm not mistaken, let me do this. And again, shout out to everybody. But I just want to show you something that Huff does. Shout out, man, that dude, man. This cat he done took the, what you call it? Oh my goodness, man. Look. He done took an NVIDIA shield and branded it. Man, hey, listen, if y'all don't believe me, take a look for yourself. He done took a NVIDIA shield and branded it into his own. Man, Huff is, man, that dude, he the deal, man. And he got some other ones on here as well. Let me see if it's on. Look at this. And he just lets you know that, and again, he does video. You just got to take the time to pay attention and see exactly. Shout out to Lenny too. Lenny be posting on here. So shout out to Lenny. And so again, just take the time. Look at Huff in there. Huff be in there cooking. And again, if you want to see it, you can definitely go and check it out. And again, this is on DST and streaming outside the lines. All right. That's just what it is. All right. And you can go from there. It's pretty simple and nice what you can do. All right. Simple and nice. So shout out to the whole crew. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Dean. I thought that was lovely. Shout out to everybody. Miss Billy, Lenny, Donald, Dean, Kenyon, everybody that just Eugene, who just show love in there, man. And again, I know I'm missing a couple of y'all, but I'm just throwing it out there. Again, to get access to those Facebook groups, you must have a picture icon of you, right? Don't come in there with no fancy cars. Don't come up in there showing just a Jordan or anything like that. Don't do that because you will get denied, and you'll get denied quick. Don't create a Facebook page, and when we look it up, you just created it with just one picture. We look at all of that, all right? Because we don't want no trolls. But the thing about us, we are open to everything. We just don't talk about IPTV. That's a no-no because, again, even though we got like 600 people in one and 1,600 in the other, we don't know who is everybody, all right? We don't know who works for who and whatever, so we don't want to put any service in jeopardy, all right? We watch one guy or two guys go down. We're not going to make it easy for them. However, we just don't share that. And we, as long as you respecting and all of that, or you could just come and see what you can get, and go from there. But I just thought that was amazing, man. I'm like, damn. And now it got me thinking about going to get a Fire Tablet 11, using it and doing the same thing, and going from there. I just thought it was amazing. So shout out to everybody, man. Everybody, shout out to everybody, all of y'all who participate into, just doing your thing. I can't stress it a lot. I think I love it. I try to check those pages every day to see if I missed something, and y'all do not surprise me at all. And that dang on Brandon, man, the Brandon that Huff Link does, God, to be more careful, man. Shout out to Huff. I don't know if I'm quite sure he's somewhere in the chat. Shout out to him. Lovely job, man. I love what you're doing. And it just make people think, like, God, to be more careful. It just makes them think. And if Huff can do it, you can do it. Miss Billy can do it, you can do it. LJ, Show Enough Real can do it. Bo, Hustler, if they can do it, you can do it. Sometimes you just got to sit back and look or ask the question, how do I brand my NVIDIA Shield? And maybe Huff does a consultation with you, or he might just say, oh, just go here. You never know. But I just think it's awesome what he's doing. I think it's awesome what a lot of y'all are doing. And y'all learning and y'all making it work for you. You ain't got to be over here saying, come here and then go there and then you hire. No, we ain't gonna do all that. Usually people, they share it, and we don't care as long as you ain't talking about IPTV and risking yourself. I'm good. If you want to get in touch with Huff to say, hey, can you teach me how to brand my NVIDIA Shield? Reach out to him. Say, hey, Huff, where you at, man? I need your email. I need your expertise. I want to learn how to brand. And see what Huff. I don't know if he's teaching or not, but if he say, no, I ain't doing that, then, it's respectfully okay. But you never know until you ask. Hey, Huff, if I had the time, I would definitely do what Huff doing. I'm not going to even lie to you. So I would brand it, make it my own. And remember, I'm the one that created Make the Box Your Own, right? I created that. Now, Steve took it to another level, which he should have done, right? And we were both just, while he was saying it, I was utilizing it, putting my own launcher with the spinning world. And when you give it to somebody who got a large television, they was like, oh my goodness, wow, that is nice. So Make the Box Yours. Huff just took it to a whole nother level. He definitely make everything on that box his. And it's him. So, reach out to him. Hey, Huff, how do I brand? How do I change an icon? Even though you can go on YouTube, but he might be able to give you the sauce right then and there, or stuff like that. So you see him doing it, don't ask questions. Hey, man, I wanna be just like you. You know what I'm saying? Are you doing classes? Are you doing, and that, because he's an expert in that. Y'all see, he been doing it since he got in the group and showing it. But now people is really starting to catch on now, really since he did the NVIDIA Shield. So shout out to Huff. Shout out to everybody that's just being totally different and making it work for yourself. So, hey, salute to everybody. Oh, man, y'all done made me forget. I got to send this link to Brandon because I do want to talk about what happened to Brandon. Hold up. I just got a response. Hold up. Okay. Oh wow. He been watching me as well. And I'm okay. All right. Okay. I got him. All right. I got him. Hey, look, we may have a special guest next week. So he said he been watching me too. So that goes to show you, man, just you know, uh what a collab can do. And again, I just wanna make sure he's good. So and that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you got to collab and get out here and introduce yourself and and go from there. But I think y'all gonna like it. I think y'all gonna like him. Some of y'all know him. I know y'all know him because y'all be in these YouTube streets on this cord cutting technology. And so he can, if he can jump on collab, and just give his perspective on these particular devices, I think that'll be perfect. Let me get Brandon over here right quick because Brandon got some news, and I'm happy he was successful because he listened and he followed through, and he's there. You go, Brandon. I'm sending it to you right now, and then we'll go from there. Salute. I got what's up. What's up, Top Cat? What's up, baby? How you doing? Big salute to you. Thank you for always showing some love to your boy right here. What is up? So everybody is good. Everybody is good. What up, though, Mo? See Oliver. What up, though? Man, I don't know. I'm just in a happy mood today. You know how you be in you don't know why you're happy, but you be in a happy mood. Maybe it's because today is Friday. Maybe it's because I got these. I'm telling you, man, if you don't know about these, if you can eat these, I'm telling you, if you can eat these, man, go up in the show with these, sneak you a beverage up in there, man, you good to go. Well, all further ado, what's up, everybody? What is up? Top Cat, again, salute. With further ado, bring one of our guys on here. What up, though, Brandon? Can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you as well. What is up, man?
Nothing much. What's up?
Oh man, I can't call it. Let them know we was talking earlier, so that's always a good thing right there. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up, I lost my. Okay, we right there. All right. Let me. I lost my chat. That's what I lost. That's what I lost. So let me do that. So anyway, everybody. Well, guys, let me just make sure it ain't nothing. Uh, oh, see Oliver say, "Hey, I just got what happened to Brandon." I'm gonna let him tell you, see Oliver. I'm gonna let Brandon tell you, but Brandon listens and he catches on real quick and he does his research. So Brandon, the floor is yours. I want you to tell them the same thing you told me when we was just talking before I went live. And I'm gonna eat some of these right here, man. And Brandon know about these too, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
They definitely good for some
They're
dollar,
good. Yeah.
some dollar, right? Thank you, Top Cat. All right, Brandon, the floor is yours.
So basically, what happened
Turn the
was,
music down on this one.
so I had two of my hard drives fail at the same time.
Oh,
They failed at the exact same time because I always check the status of all my drives periodically. And yeah, two of my drives failed. So the way I have my RAID set up is two of my drives can fail, or no, one of my drives can fail without losing anything. So since two of them failed, that means I lost everything. But I backed everything up so that way. Well, first let me talk about this. So I personally don't back up every single file that I have. I only back up stuff that's like really important. So like a lot of my Black Panther stuff, a lot of my black films, a lot of my like big blockbusters, those type things. I back those up. But like I have a lot of Blu-ray movies that are on my Plex server and on the Zadoo and everything that I could lose and it wouldn't be that big of a deal, right? So currently my main way of backing up is I bought or I pay like I think it's like $8.99 a month for 2 terabytes of Google Drive storage. And my internet's fast enough that I can back up, let's see, I can back up like 5 terabytes in something like 2 hours, which really isn't that long to back up 5 terabytes worth of stuff. So I just keep things in there, and then on my server, I have a folder that when I add a file to, it'll automatically upload it to Google Drive and then delete it from the computer itself. So I can put 3, 4, 5 terabytes into this folder, and then it'll back it all up, and then it'll delete the copies for that folder. It won't delete the original file, but it'll delete the duplicate that I made to upload it to Google Drive. But that's about it. But at the same time, I looked up other ways for to like back things up, and of course, Dale, you always say, just get like a big enough hard drive, put it on there, and then just put it somewhere safe. But of course, I just like doing the cloud stuff because my internet's fast enough to do it, and I don't have to spend. I spend what $8-9 a month to get a straight 2 terabytes. They don't delete anything. Everything's cool. But I found this website called iDrive, and I used to have them way back when. And what they do is for new customers, they will basically take their yearly rate and they'll take 90% off of it. And the minimum that you get with iDrive is 5 terabytes. You can get all the way up to I think they'll give you like 100 terabytes for something like $30 or $40 a month,
Mhm.
which I mean that's expensive, but like if you're getting 50 terabytes, that's cheaper than buying 50 terabytes worth of hard drive space in a month. So yeah, if you wanted to get to like do what I do and you had more than 2 terabytes, let's say that you wanted to back up, you can go to iDrive.com. Actually, let me go ahead and present because I'm already in full screen.
Mhm.
Let me entire screen. There we go. So yeah, let me do that. There we go. So if you go to iDrive.com, you'll see you get 5 terabytes of cloud backup. Their regular rate is $100 a year, but for your first year, sorry, it's $10. And that's $10 for the whole year. So you could like what I used to do is I would pay the $10 and then I would save like a extra $10 out of my paycheck every month. And then at the end of the year, I have $100. I just pay that because they pretty much never go down, and they also have apps that you can download for Windows and Mac, and they also have scripts, like if you're a Linux user, but they have it to where you just log in with your iDrive account to their app. You tell it what you want it to back up, and it'll go straight to a specific folder on your account, um, and it'll back up as fast as your internet allows. So you don't have to do things like if you drag and drop 3 terabytes worth of movies into like Google Chrome to like Google Drive or something, it'll take hours for
Mhm.
that to happen because your browser actually has to go through each individual file. Versus with this, since the app on your computer is already logged into your account directly and you're using a piece of software instead of a web browser to upload all that data, it's a lot faster. So I'd recommend for people that have a lot to back up, like a ton.
Mhm.
And if I check pricing, you can get, let's see, 2 terabyte, 10, 20. Okay, what that say? 50 terabytes for 349, 65 for the first year. So that's what? Let's see. Divide that by 12. That's a little under $30 a month
Yup.
for 50 terabytes.
50 terabytes. Damn.
A
Y'all
little
hear that?
under
50
a little
terabytes.
yeah. A little under $30 a month. Now I think you do have to pay for it up front. They might have a monthly tier. Um but if if not, you would have to pay for it all at once. But for a little under $30 a month, 50 terabytes, you could get more. Like their top plan for just regular consumers is 100 terabytes, and that would be what, like double this? So a little under $60 a month for
Mhm.
100 terabytes. Like the price seems expensive, but like for how much space you're getting for that, like 100 terabytes worth of hard drives will cost you what? Like, I think the biggest hard drive I've ever seen is like 20 terabytes for like 270. So if we round that up to 300 and you need five, that's 300 times five, which is what, 1500.
Mhm. You said
So
300 times 5. Yeah, that's 300. That's 15. Yep.
yeah, 1500.
Mhm.
So $1,500, and that's, you would have to then buy a thing to put all those hard drives in, right? Which would usually be a NAS. So let's say that's an extra. You would need a 5 bay NAS, which would be something like what, $400 or $500 nowadays? Maybe a little
Yeah.
cheaper. I haven't
Depend,
bought a NAS in a
depend,
while.
depending on it, I mean, they got a NAS, but it comes down to the operating system, of course, how much RAM you want up in there,
Yeah,
you know, some components. So yeah, they excuse me. Some of them you can get a 4 bay NAS for like under 300, but is it gonna have everything in it that the $700 one has?
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
I get what you mean.
it's phases to those. So yeah,
Yeah, and the only reason I compare what I just showed you to a NAS is because you can access a NAS from outside your network, just like you can access your iDrive or your Google Drive or whatever from anywhere in the world. I saw Real just asked, yeah, how can it be used? I don't think that you can actually, like, I don't think that you could point like a Plex server to iDrive. I don't think you can do that. I think it's just a backup solution to where you just put data on a cloud drive and you can take that data back whenever you want to. But I do have another solution where you could do that, but they don't offer as much space. But it's enough.
yeah.
So let me go ahead and present again, and I'll show y'all one of these. So so we got this. I guess you would consider them to be an app hoster called Ultra, and their website is ultra.cc. And basically, what they do is they set it up to where you log into your Ultra account, and they have pre-made apps set up to where you pay for is you pay for your storage space, for you pay for a monthly limit for how much you upload per month, and for an upload speed. So basically, you pay for your storage. So let's take this Eagle plan right here. You pay for 3 terabytes of storage. 6 terabytes monthly upload means you can upload up to 6 terabytes of files or data to that. And 50 gigabits per second shared upload speed means that computer, that ultra computer that your data is on, can upload to you at up to 50 gigabits per second.
Mhm.
Now, almost no one has that fast of internet, so it's basically a moot point. They'll be able to upload to you as fast as possible. But they have these plans down here, these streaming plans where basically it's the same thing, right? But your monthly upload goes up a lot because these specific plans are for people that stream, right? Because it's the tank streaming plan. Let's take this leopard plan. You get 8 terabytes of storage, and you can you can host Plex, Jellyfin, or Emby on their servers. And I know for a lot of the Jellyfin people, Jellyfin is it takes work to be able to access Jellyfin from outside your network. But on here, they set it all up for you. So if I log into my account, Here, just give me a second. Let me stop sharing so I can put in my password.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was about to just go into. I was just about to go up in there. So
you're about to, and you know they be watching too. Like, oh my brother, hey, go and do your thing, man.
I got you.
This is my brother, guys. You know you can't miss his call. But go on here. Hey, real, I sent you a private message. Check that. But go on, do your thing, Brandon.
I got you. All right, just give me a second to log into my account. It's taking a minute. Just give me a second. Fill with copy. Just give me a minute. Let's see. Take that. Put that in there. All right. What?
Y'all better get this knowledge. Y'all better get this knowledge. Oh, my brother hung up. All right.
Man.
Yeah, my brother, he must have hit a button or something.
It's always when we're streaming that I got issues. Okay, there it goes. Finally. All right. So if I present again. All right, here we go. So this is what it looks like. This is my server specifically.
All right,
So
let me activate that.
So you see my upload speed is 50,000 megabits per second, or what is that? 50 gigabits per second. I pay for 6 terabytes, and they track how much you upload or download. So as you can see, I've uploaded 0.03 terabytes in this month. So that's what I think I've uploaded like 30 gigs, 300 gigs, something like that. But the cool thing is this. I go here to apps, and you can see all of my apps that are currently running. But if I go to installers, I can type in Plex Media Server like that. I can click install, and this claim code is basically you go here, log in your Plex account, type in your claim code, right? I ain't gonna do it because I already have one set up. But once you do, like you go to this website, log in, it'll say this is your Plex claim code. Copy that, put it in here, and then what it'll do is it'll start up Plex Media Server. You log into your what you call it? You log into your Plex um account, like Plex.tv. It'll pop up as a new server, and then you go to that server and tell it where to get data from. So let me go ahead and connect to it. Ooh, give me a second. I was doing something. So if I go into my FileZilla and I connect to it, is it going? Yeah, it's blanked out. Okay. There we go. We're gonna connect. As you can see, this is just like a regular
Hard
computer.
drive.
Yeah, hard drive, computer, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm connected to a server that I think is hosted in Singapore. But like I got my downloads in here. I got things that I'm uploading go in this folder. Got some TV shows in here. Got some movies. Got all that. And literally, just how you would tell Plex to look at a folder on a local computer, on a Windows machine, a Mac, a Linux machine, whatever. It all when you go into Plex, it'll open up all these folders and it'll say where are your TV shows at? Where are your movies at? And another cool thing is, if I go back in here, if I'm still logged in, let me go back in here. Is let's say you need some help, right? Let's say you want, I gotta go to, help right there. So let's say you want to know, hey, how do I get my Plex claim code? How do I set up a music server? How do I whatever? First of all, they have awesome documentation. I'm talking about some of the best documentation that you'll ever see for anything. So here, they're telling you exactly where to go if you want to install any of their apps. They're telling you what your profile looks like, how to manage your apps, how to upgrade your apps, how to delete apps, right? But let's say you wanted help with your stuff specifically. Let let me go ahead and log into the billing panel where I actually pay for stuff. And you can go to contact us and you create a support request. So your name, email, subject, what department. So let's say you want help with your server. That will be server support. And they let you set the priority, which I think is awesome. So if it's something that you don't really, it doesn't need to be addressed very quickly, you could put it on low, right? And that just means, okay, we'll take our time with it. But if you set it on high, I've gotten contacted by them in like 30 minutes.
Mm,
If I set it to high and like they look at the subject and it's like something important,
mhm,
like, hey, my whole server went down. Like that's almost never going to happen because they have very good back end stuff, like back end servers and things. But let's say a file got deleted or something like that. You put it on high and you have an actual issue. Like they read the subject. So if you just put how do I don't know, how do I install Plex when and then you attach a screenshot and the install button's right there. Of course, they're not gonna contact you that quickly because it's a simple issue. But if it's something big and you put it on high, they'll contact you pretty quickly. So what I love about this is you put subject, you could change the department, put your priority, you could put a message in here, right? But like I just said, you can attach any file. So let's say a file in particular of yours isn't opening, right? You can attach screenshots showing them, "Hey, I'm using this program to access this. I'm trying to access a zip file. I'm trying to log in with this browser." Whatever it is your issue, you can attach documents, pictures, files, whatever it is to help them out. So that way when they reply to you, they'll know exactly what you need and they'll tell you exactly where you need to go to do it. And also, let's say you wanted to upgrade your plan, right? So let's say you had a tank streaming plan in Singapore, right?
mhm,
And I think right now I have the Panzer. Let's say I wanted to upgrade to the Challenger. All I would have to do is order the Challenger, go into the support, tell them, hey, I just bought the Challenger. I'm trying to upgrade from Panzer. And they'll be like, okay, please give us about 15 to 20 minutes to migrate all your data because these are different servers, because it's different storage space. They have different upload limits, stuff like that. And after 30 minutes, they'll send you an email saying, okay, all your stuff has moved over and we have made sure that all of your apps are working. And then boom, you got it. And let's say you just bought the Panzer. Let's say you bought the Panzer 3 days ago. They'll prorate it. So they'll say, we'll put the money you paid towards the Panzer to your Challenger. So that way you haven't lost any money.
mhm,
So these people are very meticulous and they're very good about what they do. And it's very, very, very simple to set up a Plex server, to set up just a storage server if that's all you want, to set up a MB server, Jellyfin server. You can set up a Minecraft server. Whatever you want is on here. The only downside, in my opinion, is that if you need a lot of storage space, it gets kind of expensive. So you can see here, Challenger 2 not only is this not available because a lot of people have bought these up, and of course they have limited amounts of servers, but it's about $80 a month. So per year, that'd be what? Almost a little under $1,000 a year. But like I said, you get 22 terabytes, all that kind of thing. But
So you think is do you believe is all right? And this is the one that can host your Plex, right?
it can
It's-
host your Plex,
all right.
yes.
So instead of you having it on, all right,
I mean, the way I look at it is it's expensive.
it's
I do
definitely expensive.
it's expensive, but you don't have to pay for upkeep. You don't have to pay for what you call it, bro, dead drives, right? You don't have to pay for, or you don't have to take the time to learn how to host apps, to learn how to make Jellyfin accessible from outside your network. And wherever you are in the world, you can upload to this server very quickly. I mean, like super quick. So let's say you had a NAS at home, but let's say you were in the UK or Africa, wherever. Uploading from the UK to your home network is most likely going to be slow just because you're so far away from your network. But these people over at Ultra, they have servers all around the world that can communicate with each other. So let's say you're in the UK. What'll happen is you'll upload to one of their servers in the UK. Then one of their servers in the UK will upload somewhere like Canada or wherever is close to the United States. Then they'll upload that to your direct server that's in Detroit, California, Texas, Florida. They got them all over the US. But that is a lot quicker in my experience than uploading to your what you call it? Oh, to your local network. Now, it doesn't have to be that expensive, but I feel like a thing that a lot of people don't realize is these people pay for every single computer, every single hard drive, every single server that they let you buy. So they have to make money somehow. And I'm not saying it's cheap, it's pretty expensive, but for the amount of support that they have and the amount of availability that they have, like I've never had an issue with my server going down ever. And so, yeah, I think right now for the Panzer, which is 6 terabytes of storage space, I pay like $30 a month. And $30 a month is like if you're only wanting a Plex server, $30 can seem like a bit expensive, but I host multiple servers or multiple applications, sorry, on that one server. So it makes sense. Especially if you're go ahead, go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
what do you mean? All right, just so everybody understand what you're talking about. When you saying on this site apps, do you get a dedicated app like using this service from the Google Play Store?
No, app meaning how do I so basically, okay, their servers run on Linux,
Okay.
but they have a website that's the front end. The thing you actually interact with is just buttons on a website that you click on.
Okay.
So what happens is you want the Plex Media Server, right? So what'll happen is you log into your account, you search up Plex Media Server, you get your claim code like I just showed you,
Yeah.
paste your claim code in, you press install. What happens is that website sends a signal to your server that's running Linux, install Plex Media Server. Use this claim code. You don't see any of that. You just see a little what you call it, a little loading bar that says we are installing Plex Media Server.
Okay.
After that's done, right? It'll say we have installed Plex Media Server. At that point, you log into your Plex account. So
Okay.
plex.tv, you log in and you'll see a new server is on there. They name it like random letters, I think. But of
Okay.
course, you can change the name of servers and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you'll see that new server pop up. You click on it and it'll pull up like it's a brand new server. And Plex will say, where do you want to get your content from?
Yeah.
And then you set it up just like a regular Plex
Yeah.
server.
Just like the
So
regular Plex. Yeah.
so in this context, app means Plex, Jellyfin, MB.
Okay.
Uh, what else they got? Minecraft. You can set up so many game servers. They have I don't know all the apps because I think last time I checked they have like 300 different applications you can install on your
Okay.
server. But yeah, and
So
like I said, go ahead. Sorry.
not all right. Here's another question. Knowing the price of this, we know what we can do with Plex, right? We know that we can. I guess what are the benefits to this? To just doing it on your own, like hooking up a drive to your computer, right? Instead of what is the difference per se, you know, using this paid service versus doing it on your own, like using your computer and setting up your Plex server from that?
Well,
Like
the
what
first okay,
yeah, no,
go
that's
ahead.
what I'm saying. I know you said always having that backup. You ain't got to worry about no drives crashing. But
Yeah.
what are some of the other benefits? Because I know people are going to want, even though you showing it and it's nice, people want to know what are other benefits. All right, I can have 10 drives. I can have 10 backups. But what
Yeah.
are some of the other benefits by using this cloud service versus your local in-house connected to your NVIDIA Shield, your router, or
Yeah.
your PC? What are some of the benefits?
Well, let's say you're starting out, right? And you have nothing, right?
Hmm.
You have to, at the minimum, have a computer. You have to have somewhere to store your files,
Hmm.
and you have to have a good enough network, meaning a good enough router, and like Ethernet cables and stuff like that. You have to have all of that at the minimum to set up what do you call it? Like a streaming platform for you, your family, whoever.
Yeah.
And you have to, all of that cost is on you all at one time, right? So you have to buy the computer, you have to buy the router. So let's say you just buy a cheap, let's say $100 computer. A router costs what, 150, 200 for like a good enough router.
Yeah,
So
decent
that's
router, $200. Yeah.
yeah, like that's 300. Ethernet cabling, let's say 5, 10. Ethernet cables aren't that expensive.
Yeah. Dang.
And then at the minimum, you got to get a hard drive for that computer. So let's say 8 terabyte drive. That's uh, probably like 40, 50.
Now for an 8 terabyte,
Yeah,
you probably looking at, you can probably catch it on sale for 100 and something if you catch it on sale.
yeah.
Maybe 200, somewhere around there.
So that's
Uh,
that's what we're already at, like what, $500, and
yeah.
you have to have all of that at the minimum to set everything up. Versus if you go to this website, right? You pay them for 8 terabytes. Let me look at their plans again.
And Huff,
For
Huff had a question for you as well.
all right, just give me 1 second. Someone's calling me. Just give me 1 second.
All right. And so guys, as you see, it's good to have someone on here teaching you both, because we get the questions. I'm locally, but it is good to have that option to say, you know what, I'm tired of keeping this all in my house and having a cloud-based service that actually service the platform that you want to use, the MBs, the Jellyfins, the Plex, stuff
Mhm.
like that. So
So it
it's
looks
good.
like for their 8 terabyte plan, you will be paying $38.45 a month, right? So if we stretch that out, that would be 38.45 times 12. That's $461.40 a year, right?
Okay.
So we're already less than what you call it, than buying a computer up front, right?
Hmm.
But one thing that a lot of people forget is that what doesn't cost money costs time and vice versa. If you pay more, you usually end up having to spend a lot less time setting things up. So you pay them 38.45. They send you an email, tell you, okay, this is how you log in. You go in there. Your 8 terabytes is already there, right? There's nothing for you to plug in, no naming, no anything. Your 8 terabytes is already there. And they back everything up on their end automatically, right?
So basically,
And
yours is, once you send data to their server, it's automatically backed up.
yeah, automatically.
Okay. Okay.
And they have a different rating. Okay. So for server availability, meaning how often you can access your server, is
Hmm.
99.9%. Data availability, meaning how how often you can access your data is 99.9999%.
Okay.
Meaning they are guaranteeing that 99.9999% of the time, your data will be where you put it.
Okay.
So they take care of the backing up, they take care of the back end stuff, they take care of updates, they take care of every ongoing cost of keeping up a computer, keeping up a Plex server, keeping up a Jellyfin server. And once you set up an app on there, it's accessible from anywhere in the world automatically.
Mhm.
So is Plex already kind of does that because as long as um as long as you don't have any like special settings on your router, usually you could just flip the switch in Plex telling it accessible outside of home network and it'll just do it.
Yeah. Ready share.
But yeah,
Yep.
but Jellyfin, for example, you have to like look up a tutorial. You have to what you call it? You have to set up like a proxy to make sure people can't just access your network whenever they want to, things like that, and that takes time, right?
Okay.
And on this, everything is just there for you. Once you install something, it's accessible from around the world. If you want to upload something, upload it from literally anywhere that you'll ever be. If you want to, if you have an issue with something and you're tired of going to Google or you have a very specific situation that isn't very easy to Google, contact them and they have incredible support. I'm talking about incredible support because their support is around the world. It's not it's not centralized to one place. So let's say it's 1 a.m. where you are in India or in China or in Singapore, Germany. They have people all over the world. It could be 3 p.m. It could be 1 p.m., something like that. And you'll be able to get your support on your specific stuff, on your specific account, just like that. And I feel like, yeah, Sobro just said it's basically a monthly fee for them to do all of the continuing, basically boring work, like upgrading things, keeping things backed up, stuff that you don't have to do. And whenever you want to leave, if you do want to leave, though they will literally say, okay, you can your account will be inaccessible on this day. Please make sure to download all of your data and they will send you a tool specifically for your server, and it'll just download everything that was on your server. So you have an exact mirror of everything that was on there if you wanted it.
Yeah.
So it's basically they have so many tools to help you out and make things easy that I feel like that's mainly what you're paying for more than just pure like hard drives and computers and things like that. Because when you're doing it on your own, it's kind of easy to forget about how much work you have to put into it. Because even with Plex, you still have to manage all that stuff. You would have to manually manage that backing up. You have to pay for the power. You have to pay for the hard drives breaking, the computers breaking, Ethernet cables tearing, whatever it is. They do all that for you. And the only thing you have to do is upload your data, set up your app one time, and it's there forever, essentially. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
that's about, yeah.
Huff said, would your Plex clients draw files off your cloud?
So, since Plex is running directly on the server, Plex is just getting files from the same computer that it's on. It's literally like if you set up a Plex client on your computer right now, it would be getting all the data from the hard drive that's on your computer. So basically, what it does is it would just take the data that's on the hard drive that it's on right now, and then stream it out to whoever's trying to access it.
Yep. Any questions? Any questions, anyone? Any questions? I see
Yeah,
Huff said, whoa. Shit.
and Sobro did make a good point. Yeah, eventually the cost of doing this would uh like what he just said it. It would surpass the cost of doing it yourself. But again, some people don't want to put in all that work. Like I know when I showed like how I do my movies, a lot of people don't like that. Don't want to do it like that. Don't want to put in that much effort. Don't want to put in that much work, right? So what so this what basically what it's offering you is you pay someone else money to do it for you. That's mostly what you're paying for. And everyone's right in what they're saying. Like Huff is saying, like you could back up, you could just back it up if your hard drives fail. Yes, that's what a lot of people do. That's what I do. Dale does it. Huff, you do it. But that takes time and that takes effort. And some people don't want to take that time and effort to do it. So you pay a little extra money per month. You put that work on somebody else, and everything is just easily accessible from anywhere. And I think that's a good what you call it, that's a good other option,
Mm-hmm.
because Dale, you always talk about options are always good to have. It's always good to not be stuck doing one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for me personally, I'd rather just do it myself instead of spending money every month. But I also know how valuable it is to just take that stress off of myself, upload something to a server that's always backed up, and I can just sit down, watch my movies, listen to my music, do whatever it is, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just what's that saying? Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, there's no wrong solution. It just comes
Yes.
down to you and what you want to do. Basically, like we always say, options, because now there's a risk that everything can go down, right? We
Hmm.
know this. There's risk when you get up in the morning and you walk out your front door. Yeah, I mean the risk is always there, but to give option to sit back and say, you know what, I'm gonna I don't feel like doing all this backup. I ain't got time. I got my business after work. Let me just go on capture and send it on up and do it. Like I do understand that, and you know, it's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. And when the way that you presented it, saying at the end, you made a great point. Listen, yes, you can do it yourself. We all do it ourselves. But there's somebody gonna say, I don't feel like getting 3 or 4 drives. Let me just go with this one solution and set it up there. And at least I know I can take a chance, because your house can flood too, and you can
Hmm.
lose everything that way.
Hmm.
God forbid a damn house fire, and you can lose it that way. But you got this cloud that's somewhere else in the world
Hmm.
that's bagging up. And even if your house flood, or the house catch on fire, you can always go somewhere and start where you left off. Get your devices and keep going. And it should drop down like that. And say, look, yeah, you lost this, you lost everything, but you didn't lose me.
Hmm.
Your entertainment, you didn't lose that. So I think it's a great thing that you presented. It's a great tool, and it's a great option. And guys, like I told y'all before, y'all know I always said it. There is no wrong way. It really comes down to you. And so, like a year ago, when you was hearing certain individuals say, "Oh, you need this, you need this. You shouldn't use this, use it." Electronics go down all day, every day.
Hmm.
You just heard them say, "Hey, man, I lost 2 drives." It's people out there that done lost drives. It's people, like I'm telling you, it's people out there, they done lost everything. I had to start all the way over. But I think the cloud service, I mean, if your money is right, I don't count your money. Everybody can do what they do, but yeah, I think it's good to be able to send your data up and not have any worries.
It's
You know,
a very good option. I've been
it's a
doing it that way for, I'm gonna say
couple
about
years
2 years.
now, huh?
It might be about 2 years,
Yeah.
maybe 3.
Real always talking that in the background.
I
Okay.
might add like I do envy, but I'm looking to get away from that. But that's what I got right now.
The way I look at it is if you it- basically you can use this server for all of your media needs, right? So you can take all of the cost you would spend on something like Disney or Hulu or Netflix or Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, and you can use this one server to do all of the above for you, right? And you can access it at any time. If a file's corrupted, if, or let's say, like you uploaded a corrupted file, if you want to upload new content, you want to delete old content, you want to, whatever it is you want to do, you can do that literally anywhere in the world. So if you're spending $40 a month already, when you're talking about Spotify and Hulu and Netflix, whatever, and you take that cost and you make your own thing, I feel like that's better because most often you'll actually end up spending less because people usually like watching stuff from a lot of different places, like from Hulu, Netflix, Disney, all that stuff. And to have all of this data not only accessible in one place, but automatically backed up in multiple locations around the world, I feel like that's essentially
Yeah.
what you're paying for. And in my opinion, if you have enough money to spend on it, it's a good way to kind of alleviate all of the work and the stress you can put on yourself when you're having to back up all this stuff. Because like let's say you got 20 terabytes worth of data, that's hundreds of movies. It could be thousands of movies, thousands of music files, thousands of TV shows, whatever it is. To back all of that up, like let's say you have it backed up and you're trying to back up all that stuff, it could take days. Versus you just tell your computer, hey, upload this to this server up here, wait however long, so wait your days, and then this server will always have your data forever as long as you pay your money. And even if let's say because a lot of people get scared, well, what if I change my credit card? What if whatever? You miss the payment, right? They send you an email saying, hey, you didn't pay us this month. Uh I think they say something like after 14 days, we will put your account in cool off status, meaning they won't let you upload anymore, but you can still access your data.
Right.
And then you have until the end of that month until your account goes into suspension. And then once it goes into suspension, you get another 30 days to download your data. So that's what 2 months after you didn't pay them to access your data.
Mhm.
Which, in my opinion, that's a good option. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm with you, Huff. The way he presented it, and I'm gonna ask them to present the websites again, so people can do their research and check it out. When you start breaking it down and thinking about it, it does make sense, right?
Hey,
That that you will have another source instead of locally, like like and again, Real has been preaching this. Dale, why don't you just get a cloud? So I'm like, yeah, you know,
hey, but here's the thing, because initially, I guess we can say that, right? Everybody was using Google. So when Google went down like last summer, as far as no more unlimited, everybody was scrambling. Well, that's what I saw on my end. So that unlimited was a great thing. And like I think when as far as me getting into it, we was late to the game. Cause you had people with petabytes. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Gee.
I'm just saying, and I ain't talking about no 1 petabyte. I'm talking about a lot, bro. And they got, remember like how the K was, and you can go on there and you have like 3 links. You got a 4K link, you got a 1080 link, you got a 720 link, stuff
Mhm.
like that. People keep content like that, bro. It
Yeah.
ain't just one set thing. So when you have content like that, you gotta have a lot of space. But what I was gonna say is, for somebody that's just starting out, you don't got a lot of money. Take like if anybody's ever used Crackle, I don't know if a lot of people know about that. It's free. It's free content as far as you can go on there, make you an account, and look at different stuff what they provide. But if you ever looked at a TV show, especially if it was old, they put it up maybe in 2 3 month increments. As far as they put the first season up, you got 1 to 2 3 months to watch it, right? If you want to start like that, some people, you know, to me, Crackle did, like I said, they did it in increments as seasons. Like they might run the first season for 3 months, and then they take that down, and then they run the second season for the next 3 months. You ain't got to do it that long. You can do it however you like, but that's an option if you got to start with a low storage. I mean, it fits within your budget. But the thing is to let your people know how that works. You just got to let people. Communication is a lot when you dealing with, you know. Let me be quiet.
Look at you, real. Look at real. She what real something else, man. Hey, Brandon, can you show the sites again? Because I believe you opened up some eyes, you
Yeah.
know. And
Oh, wait.
just to
Go
hear
ahead.
comments like this, man, Dale, there's some smart people in this chat. I just sit back and take in all the knowledge every time you go live. Wow. So Dennis is thinking, Russell thinking good place for backup in case of fire, flood, or maybe a disgruntled spouse who say, "Oh, he think he's going to watch all these movies, right?" And stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it is look at him, man. This guy's so bro.
I was just about to say, for anyone who doesn't know, 1 petabyte is 1,000 terabytes.
Man.
So if you had, there are people I know, especially on YouTube, you can look up, I think one of the big tech dudes made a video called the Petabyte Project, where he basically just made a server that has access to 1 petabyte of storage. 1,000 terabytes in
Man.
today's money, like a 20
Bruh.
terabyte hard drive is something like, let's say, let's let's
About
be,
$2 or $3,000,
yeah,
if
to
not
be
more, because we're gonna go to the popular server companies like OVH. If you go over
oh,
there and you just get a bare bone and you say you want storage, look, I was like, oh no, bro, I ain't bringing that in like that.
dedicated
Go
server.
to
Okay.
storage.
Oh,
Go no,
storage.
do the storage server. Look at
Hold,
the
Oh, right
price.
here, right here. Okay.
hold up, y'all. Let me acknowledge. Hey, Huff. Big salute, man. Big salute. Cause I was sitting on that fence too. Like, I don't know, Brandon. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, let
But
me
I
do
think
this one.
I think what Brandon said can, and like I said, real always talk cloud talk in the back. Man, just stop messing with it, man. Just put your stuff. And we be
Yeah, I
like,
don't be saying too much online lately, so
yeah, man, we talk about what you used to talk. she
yeah.
what Brandon is saying is what she say. Like, she be like, hey man, put your stuff on there, man. You might pay that little fee, man. You out there buying, Jordans every goddamn week. You can you can afford it. But real talking about somebody who can afford, that's another talk show right there. Real and her money and what she'll spend her money on and what she want spend her money on. So
50. So 50 times
but
256.
but hey, salute, hey Huff.
Ooh.
Thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. He got us over here. He got everybody thinking.
So I just looked it up. This is the cheapest 20 terabyte hard drive on Amazon. It's renewed, so already probably if you're buying like 50 drives, they probably shouldn't all be renewed. But let's just say that 226.99 times 50, which would give you 1 petabyte of space, would be a little over $11,000.
See.
Plus, you have to have something to hold all of those drives. So uh if we do like a 5 bay, let's just do a hard drive enclosure, right? If we take this one, right? This will probably support 20 terabytes. Well, let's just say
Yeah,
it'll support 20 terabytes.
you better off going cloud because who gonna maintain all that?
Yeah, that's the
And
other
then
part. You all
what happens when that drive go out? You got to spend
Yeah.
another $200-$300 to replace it, and then if you don't have it backed up, you got to go back out to search and get all your content back. Yeah, that's a
It's
burden.
basically a job at that point.
It is. I mean, I can see you doing this if you got a really strictly at home type server,
Yeah.
and then you ain't trying to do every show in the world. You feel me?
Yeah.
Every show or movie, whatever it be, you got to be limited on what you get. I mean,
Because
that's
what
my thoughts. Because if I'm gonna do it my way, if I did that at home, there's no, I ain't gonna say no way. But why would you want to do 4K on that though? You do
Yeah.
4K on that, you broke.
Yeah.
Cause you
Essentially.
can get some 4K that's like 60, 60 gigs, if not more than. Well, I don't even do that, so I know they go higher than that.
No, 60 gigs is on the low side.
Is
Yeah. Thank
see,
you.
that's why I said I know they go higher than that. I don't do
Yeah.
that.
It's because a lot of people don't realize just how much when you get into even 20 terabytes, right? It's a lot of data that you have to manage, especially if it's things like video files or even music files. Music files are the most annoying things I've ever had to manage before. If you have 100 terabytes, 200 terabytes, 500, that is a lot of data that you have to constantly be watching, constantly having a backup. And when you get to that much space, we're talking about you have 5, 6, 7 different computers or servers or NASs, whatever. That takes up a lot of power, especially if you have full blown computers doing it. And at that point, you have 5 different RAID setups. It's a headache. It can become a headache very quickly.
Mhm.
But I can't. Businesses must pay so much money to store stuff in the cloud. This is crazy. But then again, this SLA right here, SLA stands for service level agreement, which means they guarantee your data in terms of availability 99.99% of the time. And they, since they're enterprise, they got a whole lot of regulatory stuff. But yeah, the websites I was showing before. So we got Ultra right here. It's just ultra.cc. It's right in the name. And when you go here, it's probably going to be in euros because they mainly market towards European people. All you got to do is click USD. And if you want any kind of streaming, don't pick the essential ones. All essential basically just means storage. They're basically just giving you a storage server. So scroll down, and we have Tank Streaming. Tank Streaming is what most of you guys are going to want. Um, the recommended is basically what they think is the best value for money. And in terms of cloud, for 8 terabytes for $40 a month, and you get what I told everyone about, it's not horrible. It's okay. Um, and if you wanted to go all the way up to 22 terabytes, you could pay them almost $100 a month. And like I said, this is all backed up, and you can see they have servers currently in the Netherlands, Canada, and Singapore. And even if you have a server in Singapore, they're fast enough that you'll have no issues streaming in the United States with Plex or MB or Jellyfin at all. They also have what's called tank storage. Basically, the only difference between this and this, other than the price, is your upload speed is a lot lower. So 50 gigabits per second versus 1 gigabit per second. Meaning, essentially, if you have a Plex server, you can stream With this, you could probably stream in the hundreds of people if you wanted to. With this, you could probably stream, if we're talking about just 1080p, probably 20, 30 ish people, I think, before you max out that connection. But tank storage is mainly for people that want a ton of storage and they want to stream sometimes. Tank streaming is for streaming all the time. Like you will be accessing this thing 24/7 all the time.
Mhm.
And then we have NVMe plans, and these are the most expensive plans. I don't think anyone will be really interested in this. This is basically just they're just giving you really high speed access to storage. Meaning if you wanted to move from server to server, if you let's say you maxed out this 15 terabyte server, it could move from one server to another server in like a minute if you wanted it to. You can move files incredibly quickly. This is mainly for people that do things like development or app hosting, like you're creating apps and you want to put them on a server to or for people around the world to access very, very quickly. This is mainly for those type of people. And you can see they'll make you pay for it. Like this is almost $200 a month for only 15 about 15 terabytes of data, but this storage is very quick.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess most of y'all will probably want the tank streaming. And if y'all just wanted to do like a beginner type streaming thing, there aren't gonna be so many people. Y'all could get away with doing the tank storage. Especially for this one, the Merlin, for a little over $30 a month. I feel like this is a really good setup for a lot of people right here.
Right.
Um, but like I said, you can always upgrade. That's what I like about the cloud. You can always get more space if you want it. You can always get more speed. And one thing about this is you pay for your base storage. So for Leopard, it'll be 8 terabytes. They do have um what you call it. They do have plans that are eligible for storage upgrades. So let's say you wanted 1 extra terabyte. They would just say, okay, you're paying about $40 a month. If you pay us $45 a month, we'll give you 9 terabytes. And of course, they'll give you better deals depending on how much money you're spending with them. But they do have it to where you can upgrade just a little bit. You wouldn't have to go from Leopard to Abrams that quickly. You could get 10, 11, something like that. You would just have to contact their support, or I believe in their control panel, they have a little thing that says like upgrade your storage, and it'll give you a list of how many terabytes you want. But in terms of just pure backups, it's iDrive, what I told you guys at the beginning. Currently, you can get 5 terabytes for $10 for the first year, and then the next year will be full price, which is $99.50.
For
And
the
even
year,
then,
right? For the
yeah,
year.
this is for the year. Yes.
Okay.
So your first year would only be $10.
Oh wow.
The second year would be about 100, but $100 a year is only
Now,
like $8 a month.
shit, I ain't bad. Hold up, Brandon. Hey, Just G, let me give you a salute. Thank you, man, for showing some love. I appreciate that. Saying keep the treasures coming at the Real and Brandon. This is good stuff. Thanks, Dale and company. Yeah, this is and again, just like you said, Just G, everybody do things differently. Everybody, and that's why I always said there's no wrong way. You can't just tell somebody this, knowing that people do it this way, and it nothing ever happens. Everything is good. So, and like I said, Real been preaching this. Brandon just brought it to the forefront. Um, Now, what I'm thinking about, and I want y'all to hear me out. What I want to do, as y'all know, my son plays both of them, and I got some little cousins and some a niece that plays basketball. Me personally, to my family, I do want to do some creative, like have a source where I can put the data, like similar to what Brandon and Real is talking about, but having an app that I can utilize to tell family and friends where they can go and watch it. Instead of putting it on like YouTube and all of that, I can have a dedicated app, you know, that allow, people to watch the content. And also, if I go to my son game, Saginaw Valley, right? I go up there and I want to go live. Say I got whatever, my iPad or whatever, and go live where they can have access to it, like my family and friends. That's my next goal, Brandon. Like to have something. And I've been looking it up where they got some sites out here that like give you the apps and stuff like that, but it's expensive though. It is very, very expensive. And that's my next goal. They make a universal app that I can get all my family and friends and say, hey, for all the family who love to watch our kids and stuff like that. Because me and my son was talking, and what my son did, some of y'all saw me do this last week with the wireless mics, right?
Sorry.
Yep.
Soul Bro just said you be going live at your son's game and commentating, and the camera just be
because he saw my video. I got a video, man. I think it's on here. I got a video with my son. They was young. Soul Bro saw it. Real saw it. Man, look, my son, this is when he was a chunky little boy, but he played defensive line. And for some reason, they was letting him come right through without blocking him. Nobody for like 4 plays straight. And on this last one, I was filming it, and I got so excited that my son, because he came right through the line, and the quarterback was running for his life. Now my son was like, this is before high school. My son had to be about in the 5th grade, maybe the 6th, and he was chunky. I'm talking about a little wobble kid. I can pull up a picture right now and show him what he looked like today and show where he was as a kid. You would be like, hell. I mean, they got the same face, but you would be like, man, he was chunky. But he got through, man, got to chasing the quarterback. The quarterback was running. But somehow the camera, I became a fan. Instead of just recording, I became a fan and put the camera down and was yelling, get him, get him. My son got him, crushed him, and the quarterback fumbled. My son picked it up and like ran another 10 yards before he got caught. And man, yeah, it happened, but there's no footage. Let's just say that.
I hear what you mean.
So that's something I would like to do, man. Even if I got to pay a little monthly price, but some of these platforms was like $300 a month. Like just for, and that's not including where you got to put your data and make them talk to each other. This is just to use their platform.
Because when you're doing stuff like that, you got to pay for storage. You got to pay for someone to host it. You got to pay for someone to connect them together.
Connect everything together.
If you got a website, you got to pay for hosting the website. You got to pay for the actual website itself. It could get really expensive really quickly. But it's, in my opinion, it's just another option for people, especially if you want to be able to access that data all the time.
Let's see.
Oh, Huff said, if your drives fail again, can you get the data from the cloud and place your data on new hard drives? Yeah, because at that point, your data is already backed up in the cloud. So all you'd have to do is re-download it. Yeah. And then that's all you'd have to do.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Gail, I think everybody's thinking right now. Everybody's like, hold up, my house could catch on fire. I could get a flood. somebody a hater. Maybe my girlfriend caught me texting a girl, and now she want to hurt me instead. Instead of throwing my clothes out and bleaching them, I'm going right for the serves. And I'm about to crush all of them with a bat. It just mess up everything, right?
Yeah.
Or, or it just makes you think. And so again, this is why, I like to bring people on and just discuss some of their experience. Not to say that anybody on here is going to do it, but he's giving you another viewpoint to make you think, like, hey, because we got insurance on our apartments, we got insurance on our homes, we got insurance on our cars, we even got insurances on our pets. Do you have an insurance on your data, your movie library, your music library, your personal, do you have that? And so that's going to be the key right there. So definitely, I think this is good. Yeah, man, I messed up that camera, man. Biz, what's up, Biz? I'm just thinking about how I went about putting my 8 terabyte drive together on one DVD at a time. Losing that is not an option, knowing that one at a time is tedious. Your solution, Brandon, and then she left an M.
Okay, that means if she did 8 terabytes DVD by DVD, that's a little over 1,700 DVDs.
Yes,
That was
that's a long time.
That's a really long time.
Hey, salute to Biz. Hey, Biz, we probably going to be able to send me an email later on too. Let's and go from there. He said, wait, he said, girlfriend got you cheating with Dallas, man. Nah, it ain't gonna catch me. Hey, listen, when you get smart and you stay in a state like Michigan, and woo, you done bust your tail to reach a certain position in life, and knowing you can lose it for a little 10, 15 minutes, nah. I don't care how she look. I'm not about to. Hey, here they do not play around with, those cases. And usually the guy is usually, I'm gonna tell you here, probably 75% is usually the guy. And I done been in them courtroom where guys done went in, but they came out crying. Like that Michael Jordan emoji. I've been down there, man. I still know the number to the courtroom as we speak. 313-244-5300. Call that number. You will see who you get. And look, I even know the options. 2, hit 2, 1, and 2. And if they were open, you will get an operator. That's how bad. And I've been in them courts. Man, so bro, you don't even, boy.
And that's doing it the lawful way. Some of these women, men, whatever, they will kill you. They don't play.
It's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm not about to lose it all over that. I don't give a care who she is. Hey, I'm just that's all you got to tell them. Hey, you willing to pay this child support and spousal support? No, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Pay for rent for an apartment?
Yeah, you willing to relocate me? Don't do it. So again, this is just another solution and insurance, because man, I don't know why people be around. Man, don't get me started, because that'll bring me back to what people were saying, and I don't even want to do that because I know the information that was given was wrong. So I'm being good today. I'm being good. Any questions for Brandon, guys? Any questions? This dude always bringing something to the table and making you think. He make you be like, you know what? Let me consider that. I ain't said I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna think about it. You know. So I think this was just good for everybody. Hey, look, because you have Huff was like, I don't know. Huff was up there like, I don't know, man. I think I'm good. And when it started to make a little sense, Huff say, you know what? This might be all right. I might have to think this through. Oh man. And again, Real been busting us up. Damn, man, you didn't go Cloud, Real. I ain't going Cloud. I be like this, Real be talking, I ain't going Cloud.
Hey, it works.
Real been telling it, but then y'all know Real, man. If you know Real gonna invest in what she really love. Like, it got to make sense to Real.
True.
That's just
because if I told how much I'm paying right now, y'all be like, y'all lying. You lying.
Real. I'm telling you, when she loves something, if it's a Mac, Apple, but she'll tell you, nah, man, I ain't getting them shoes.
He did.
That's true. I'm not a closed person.
See, Real, you'll be like, damn, Real, that look nice. Get those. How much?
Hey,
Bro, don't
$24.
get that no more. Because you
Fuck
exaggerating.
Apple. Fuck Apple.
Real though.
Don't be a hater all your life, my boy. Don't be a hater now.
Look, she will go and spend her money on that, but she'll try to find a deal. Look, one thing about it, she gonna try to find that deal. But you'll be like, Real, it only costs 20. Man, that's too much, man. I ain't about to do that. But then,
hey man,
I
do that on everything.
Yeah, she
down
did.
to my car. Cause I promise you, I had that one car. They told me 5 and 6. I said, hell no. I went and bought it and did it myself. Cause YouTube is a university. You feel me?
Yup. Hey, look, she changed out her own stair. Now, how many ladies?
Yeah, I do my brakes. I do all
of that. Yeah.
And I'm thinking I might have to do something on the back end because it ain't riding right on it. So it might be some shocks or some shit back there.
And I'm gonna try to do it.
Because these places trying to bust your head. I'd rather sit on bricks for y'all bust my head.
Hey, I see me. I'm gonna be like, man, I ain't got time for all that. How much? $400, Mr. Mabins. Damn, man, you ain't got no better. Nah, that's the cheapest, man. You call around other places, yeah, that'll be 6. Yeah, that'll be. Now you got. But Real gonna sit back and say, hey, man, no, man. You know what? I'm about to YouTube this. I'm about to research this. I'm getting out there doing it myself. We watched her do it. She did her whole damn dashboard with the stereo system, had wires, took everything up.
I still got them videos, because I was supposed to post all that.
Yup. Man, look.
Videos of that.
Didn't you move one of the seats, or was it just the
I took both seats out. Both front seats out.
Brandon, are you doing that?
Because I had to put the little sub under there. It's a little bitty sub, 2 little subs under the seat.
Hey, that's why I said Real on certain things she gonna spend that bread, but on some she gonna be like.
So, bro, where you from? I should know this. You from the South somewhere, ain't
you? So, bro?
Yeah. Because he always talk about how I talk.
Yeah, because you country.
It don't sound country to me. I sound like me.
Shit, country as hell. Hey, come up here and watch how many people like, man, you must be from down south. They gonna tell you, don't get excited. Real, what you say?
Yeah.
LJ be like that too. LJ talk
but
real.
See, I don't really hear accent in J. I mean, maybe on certain words.
Yeah, on certain words.
On J, I hear LJ, but yeah.
Yeah, LJ. Nah, LJ's wife, you definitely hear it. Yeah. LJ, you understand him a lot more. But like he talk fast. Like sometimes when y'all hear him, he be talking, yeah. But LJ, when he explaining something, he talks fast. But you hear it a little bit now. If you was to
You
hear it
listening
quiet,
fast or something. He talk all right to me. You don't be fast.
LJ can talk fast. Oh yeah, he can talk fast. Hey man, how you doing?
Sorry.
He must not be on here no more because he don't
Hey
talk.
man, how you doing?
Yeah, he'd be like, hey man, what's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah, real. He'd do it in his low voice. He'd be like, hey man, yeah man, I'm just
Bruh,
getting back.
I need you to talk to one of my brother. Like my oldest sister says she don't understand half the stuff come my brother mouth.
Yeah, man.
But I like he talk at a normal speed to me. Y'all.
Yeah, she do HVAC too. So if you
Hey, bro,
down
shit. I gotta check on that tomorrow. I've been riding. Look, the heat just hit us. The heat been flip flopping, right? And my air went out a little while ago. And yeah, I ain't investigated yet. But I might need to change it. You know, like I was Googling, I was like, well, how much the average auto place charges to do the compressor? They said $1,000. You crazy as hell. I pay $1,000 for them to change a $200-300 compressor. Bruh. I'm gonna put that on myself and I'm gonna videotape that. We gonna have to do that. I'm gonna put that up.
real,
I'm not getting $1,000. I can do it for 300.
real. I need you to come up here because I still got an unfinished hookup right here where the man ran off with the money.
Look, I put it like this. I did military only for 4 years, but in them 4 years I worked aircraft. I didn't change a lot of them way bigger than a car. You feel me? So if I can change stuff on that thing, I can change it on that car.
Yeah, y'all hear cough? You see cough?
Whatever. Car. You knew what I was talking about.
I
So
know what you talking about. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I know what you talking about, real. Hey, there you go, right there, Brandon.
And this
shotgun
too,
should take off.
can
Hey, bro,
it be
it don't
divided for
matter.
an operating system and storage space? Are you talking about? I'm confused. Do you get what he's asking?
He say, in this
Oh,
tube that you present, the amount of storage space is unique, or can it be divided for an operating system?
so they probably trying to do like a partition. You know how you would
Yeah,
do on your if you had a 1 gig drive, maybe you want to take 200 just for your operating system. Well, I mean that's probably too much, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
sound like a partition.
Yeah, you usually can split stuff up how you want.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I never really thought about doing that on cloud, but I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Yeah, I think I believe you
Yes.
can do that.
I can't say MF, I'm here.
I didn't know that. You must be able to about sleep though.
Uh, Hey, LJ, man. Shit, LJ be talking fast, man. Hey, man.
And don't forget her home repairs. I don't do nothing at the house
That's
for
just what
her.
he do. He be like, if he talking to you, Brandon, hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother? How you doing? You good?
He don't talk that. He
Yes,
don't
he do.
talk fast.
He be like, good. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I just got back home. When I got my wife something to eat. Yeah, you did. He be calm and cool. Like he got that voice. Like when he on chill mode, he sound like old boy. What was that 170s song? The Mac. Where's my
Return of
man?
the Mac.
Yeah, he got that soft voice. Like, hey, how's it going, brother? You know the game. Your beef towards me. Now we can handle this like some gentlemen.
LJ,
Or we
you
can get into some gangster.
gonna let him talk about you like that, my brother?
Look, I'm not. I think that'd be smooth. Cause look, let's just say I never heard him holler out of all the years. I never heard him holler. He done heard real yell. He done heard definitely Bo. Bo yell when he ain't yelling.
Oh yeah,
LJ,
we
you
had
never
looked
heard
into
LJ
that.
yell. Have
And
you
that
heard?
Mickey.
Have you heard
I ain't
LJ?
gonna say I heard him, yeah, but I didn't see him upset. Is that what you mean, basically?
No, I mean I saw him upset, but
I
I
didn't
never
heard it.
heard him. I never even. Hey,
No,
mother,
no.
he probably like, "Get up, Hey, look, man, come here, man. Let me talk to you.
Hey,
Y'all
Big
funny
say
as hell.
Listen, man, you know how much I paid for this? Huh? Man, I don't care if I got it. You know, nah, man. Look. You know what? Pack your stuff up. Get out of my house. You got about 20 seconds to get out.
he said my
20 seconds.
That's how LJ
20
is.
seconds.
He ain't gonna yell at you. Me, man, what the dude? Hey, look, man, pack it up right now. You know what?
Y'all got about 20 seconds.
Listen, just pack your stuff up. You got 20 seconds to get out of my house, so it's gonna get ugly around here. I'm just letting you know. Oh, that's just how he is, man. You know? That's how he is, man. He be calm all the time. Man, listen. Even when it was hot, it was 100 degrees down there. Now my wife complained. You ain't hear. Look, LJ did not complain not one time. Now maybe he used to that heat. I don't know. But you know, I was hanging in there with him. But my wife was. I need to go. It's hot. It's hot. LJ was like, hey, this is how it is.
This how it is.
You come down here. Hey, y'all know it. Y'all be hearing. Y'all ain't never heard him yell or nothing. He'll laugh, but you never heard him yell. That's why I say, man, if he yell, if I have to testify, and they say, oh man, he yelled at me, I'm gonna say, what do you consider yelling?
He ain't yell at you.
He ain't yell.
He whispered loudly.
Yeah, he just smooth talked you and told you to get your stuff.
You got 20 seconds.
Mr. Mavis, how do we talk? How do you think he said it? I'm like, hey partner, hey man, get your bag, get that bag right there. Pack that, man. Put them tools in there.
Hey, y'all doing a late night tonight?
Huh?
Y'all doing an after show?
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't going out nowhere, real.
I'm gonna catch y'all on that. I gotta go.
All right, get your tail up out of here, real.
You know I gotta do. Bye.
I know what you gotta do.
So what time y'all going? It's 8. It's 8 my time. What time y'all?
Him came home.
Bro, please. See, this ain't no X-rated show.
Hey, you're right. Hey, I just said him came home. Shit, I'm like, it's all good. Yeah, we gonna do it right after this. We gonna about 9:15.
We'll do in there, and I'll jump in.
Okay, and I'll put that link out there.
All right. Yeah. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Him came home. Told you ain't nothing but 15 minutes, but hey, that's all I wanted to say. But it's all good.
What you call it? What did Cat Williams say? What is it? A pimp named Slickback?
Oh, that was in what?
The Boondocks, I
think. Yeah.
Man, that was.
Yeah, man.
That's what it reminded me of.
Hey, look, it be this one. Before we get up out of here, on Facebook, they be doing this voiceover. These gorillas, these monkeys and gorillas, right? One is called Earl, Percy, Aretha, and Keisha. Man, they be doing these voiceovers on these gorillas. Man, when I tell you, it be so funny. Hey, have y'all, anybody in the chat, have y'all ran across them videos of Earl, Percy, Aretha, and Keisha? And it be the voiceover, just like when the dude used to do the cats, the Pippity Paps. He used to do the voiceover on them. But now they got the ones that do the voiceovers over the gorillas. When I tell you, man, that crap be so funny, man. It be funny. I ain't gonna drop, because it get a little bit, they take it there. So I ain't gonna drop the link on here, but they they take it there. It be funny, man. It be funny. Look at show up. I'm gonna drop the link. We about to get in this Google chat. Do y'all have any more questions for myself or either Brandon? Any questions for him? You said I seen the one with I ain't saw the ones with the dogs yet. I do got the gorilla ones though. I can share them in the chat because they get a little bit explicit. It's definitely explicit, man. Earl be coming out. Oh no, Aretha, what's this? So you use your imagination, man. It'd be funny as heck to me, man. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that yet. Oh, you doing me like that, Earl? No, baby, I'm just saying, it smell like you went down aisle 7 over there by the shrimp area. You know what I'm saying? Man, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. So, yeah, Tony Baker. Yeah, Tony was funny. I don't know what happened to Tony. Tony was funny. Give you the hey. And then look, one of the dogs, his name was Cordell. Of course, y'all know my real name is Cordell. One of the dogs, hey Cordell. You're sitting you're sitting in my spot. And I'm gonna give you a pippity pap. And you know them cats be so quick. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, and the dog, man. I don't forget, man. Come on, man. The dog Cordell was a little bit. Cordell got beat up all the time by one of them dang on cats.
Man, them cats too fast.
Man, them cats pop up. Pop, pop, pop. So yeah.
You'll be cut up before you even realize it.
I'm gonna have to find the dogs. I don't know about the dogs. Well, the dogs with Tony Baker. That'd be funny. Oh, I don't forget. What was the dog? What was the cat name though? The cat always gave him pippity paps. But yeah, that was funny, man. It was funny. Uno nice. All right, guys, check it out. If y'all want to kick it with Brandon a little bit more, if he ain't busy, I'm going to create an after party link. There are 3 ways you can get the after party link. All right. There are 4 ways. I'm going to set up one just before we get out of here. I'm going to set up, I could put the link. So I'm going to put the link in this chat right here on YouTube. And then I'm going to put the link on DST Facebook group. I'm going to put the link in Streaming Outside the Lines. And if you email me, that'll be the only ways you can get in. Now, we have anywhere between 8 to like 15, 16 people up in there. And we talk about everything. All right. It's open conversation. All right. We talk about everything from man, woman. We don't talk about no kids, but we talk about man, woman, grown folk things, right? We talk about sports, we talk about tech talk, but it's just another way that we don't have to like be with the YouTube terms and services and stuff like that. So you can say kiss my, you know what I'm saying? It goes on back in the after party. If you ain't got the stomach for it, don't click on the link. All right, because this is grown folk conversations in the background. And we talk about everything from devices. We don't talk about IPTV services because, again, we don't know who works for anybody. And the thing is, we're not going to give them free information. We're not going to do that. That already got a couple people put in jail by presenting this stuff all on YouTube and stuff. No, we're not going to make it that easy for them. So we don't talk about that and certain services. Other than that, we could talk about everything else. All right, we could talk about everything else except for don't come in there. Hey Dale or Brandon, what hey bro, what IPTV service? Because then I would either I'm gonna warn you or I'm gonna kick you up out of there. And that's what I don't want to do. Again, you don't know and I don't know who works for Comcast, Cox, Spectrum, DirecTV, Dish, none of that. We don't know. And the last thing they need to get is, hey, there's a service called SUPERDELL. And they got a lot. Nah. So we don't want that. So if you're cool with it, come on through. So let me go over here right now. And I love talking to y'all. We kick it over there. I don't know about everywhere else, but You ain't got to go to no Discord. You ain't got to go to no Telegram. We kicking in the background. They usually give us like 35 minutes, and then we have to create a new link and stuff like that. Some people say, "Hey Dale, why don't you just do a background like Patreon and all of that?" No, I'm not gonna take it there. I enjoy. Let me do my consultation. I just enjoy kicking it with y'all because y'all keep me occupied where I'm not out here getting in trouble. And again, in Detroit, you can get in trouble. All right. I think my wife would thank y'all, my family, my kids would thank y'all because I could be out there at the bar and grill dancing and getting drunk and doing whatever and, possibly getting hurt. But I think, with y'all are family. So I like kicking it with y'all. All right.
They got good food in Detroit.
Heck, man, I'll take you to some restaurants, dude. Yeah. 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 Yes, they do. So let me get this one. Come on down here, man. I'll take you to one of them spots. I guarantee you're gonna be like, man. And the thing about in Detroit, it be after the clubs and you get tired of the casino, you be like, man, damn, I should have got something to eat. We gonna hit Coney Island. You can get you a double cheeseburger, a gyro, chili fries and cheese. You can get breakfast, ham and cheese and omelet, whatever you want, man. Coney dog, which basically is a chili hot dog. You can get that, man. All type of unhealthy food. Let's just say that. So yes, you mess around with me, you're gonna gain about in a year. You're probably gonna gain about 20 to 30 pounds. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make you say, "Hey, dog, I can't go and mess with this cat. This cat just eat." And yeah, man, you can get chunky here. You can definitely get chunky. So everybody, I'm gonna get ready to share this, and we're gonna cut this feed right here. So let me get ready to share this in the chat. All right. So if you got anything, just hey, look on here. You ain't got to pop on your camera because we don't care, right? So definitely go over there, click on that, and I'll get these links to the Facebook groups, or just email me. Don't wait 30 minutes though, and email me because I may not go over there, but definitely email me and I'll get you on. But I should be there. I'm gonna be on there, but I should be definitely in there by 9:15. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Thank you for even giving, us a ear. Thank you to Brandon who came on and bless y'all again. Bless you to, thanks to the Real for blessing us with the information as well. Cause real been in this. All right. And you got Brandon who's jumping in. And so he gave y'all a lot of things to think about. All right. And you can get more questions from him over here in the live chat. So thank y'all. Brandon, you want to say anything before we get up out of here?
Make sure you back up your stuff.
Back up.
Back it up.
Back up.
Keep it backed up. And that's on some real stuff right there. Please back your stuff up, especially your family photos.
Back it up.
Your important documents. Back up your stuff, please.
Back it up. So with that being said, guys, I hope to see y'all in the chat. Again, I'll drop the link and then we will go from there. Talk to y'all soon. Peace, guys. We out. In this bad boy.